his ownership. And I guess Casey in the last 2 or 3 years, yeah, the unbridled success. All sorts of Emmy nominations coming their way. Chelsea were just...
If he hadn't had that 5-match run, then it wouldn't have been surprising. But with that, you thought, okay.
We're hoping for a nice, calm, sort of working their jet-lagged legs away and into the US tour, then perhaps...
A couple matches in this preseason tour, and then as more players who were on break after international...
Him to, for Wrexham, Casey, he's almost playing as one of the three-man frontliners. That's an interesting searching ball.
Where McLean was going to line up, thinking more either left back or kind of left mid, and he's kind of almost as a second striker.
Bolton makes inroads, good cross too! Lee trying to help it on.
Going to have a handful of chances. Bournemouth gave them those and they weren't able to capitalize. And then in the end, the equalizer came in the second half after the own goal right before halftime. But for the most part, it was a really good exercise.
Here's Tosin, big signing from Fulham, of course, and rarely for Chelsea arriving on a free transfer. That doesn't happen too often after 4 years.
When the opportunity arose, Chelsea snatched him up, particularly in a situation where they're not quite without really moving any of them on. And it looks like they're going to be moving several players on, but
entire squad, which the website Transfermarkt does all the way. It'll give you the figure $1.2 billion they're worth. Wrexham, by contrast, squad of 28 players, Casey, and they're combined.
The midfield and are trying to find that final ball into what we again are noticing is a well-organized Wrexham defense.
Starts a week earlier. They begin life in League One against Wycombe Wanderers. Arnold. As we outlined, one of them was in charge of the development squad, where he had none other than Cole Palmer in that City development squad.
Has higher ambitions and could very easily find themselves in the Championship and fighting for a spot in the Premier League.
We tell Wrexham how they'd love to follow in those footsteps. Well, they're halfway there. 2 consecutive.
They're out. They're happy with what they've done so far, and now it's just a matter of, solidifying.
Under Enzo Maresca. That's a good-looking ball, and Tosin is going to have to scramble to get there. He does, though, ahead of Revan for most of last season. Post corner, still up for grabs. And referee Timothy Ford, I think, signalling handball.
Yep, you can just see, just kind of bounced around. Luckily for Wrexham, the deflection goes perfectly well out of bounds, and they're able to get the throw in. But this is the situation now as your pace, and it's going to be really important, I think, as this match progresses, those opportunities that Wrexham is able to hold.
This free kick for Chelsea. Madueke with it! Oh, and it just glanced on and beyond. Everyone crashing into the far post again.
Chelsea, that they just haven't been able to direct the headers on target. He just wanted to stop the counterattack. I don't think he really needed to worry about it. I think he could have. The pace, Elliott Lee, that really probably should have been called, but wasn't.
But as you said, Casey, very easy save. A lot of question marks around the goalkeeping position still for Chelsea. Will it be Sanchez when the season opens up? He's been on the way out.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that shakes up, and just a signing to put competition on Sanchez.
Yeah.
So.
Well, he started as number 1, didn't he, under Mauricio Pochettino, and lost his place to Petrovic, and then got injured as well. Maresca does like a goal of last season against Brighton, carries over into this season.
Yeah, I've seen a few players that have to take a shot on the empty goal.
Guiu, of course, and
players that are capable of being sold, but then are they people that are committed to the club?
3 points behind Spurs, 5 points behind Villa in the 4th and final. 2 penalties. Scored a wonder goal, didn't he, in the FA Cup quarter-final against Leicester City, against Enzo Maresca. Lavia, another in the centre of the park with us at half-time. Referee Timothy Ford not in. Badia Shield. You.
As expected, a little bit scrappy to start with.
Palmer gives him something to think about.
Was waiting for the flag to